Well, hey y'all, I'm Grady and welcome to Uncle Sweetie's Modelworks. Here you're going to find curated kits, unfiltered opinions from me, and yes, there will be glue. If it's unique, rare, or just plain cool, you might find it here sooner or later. And I'm probably going to build it. Eventually. Definitely. Maybe. Today's video is a What Did You Buy Wednesday. It'll be my second. And hopefully it'll be interesting and interesting enough to keep you guys coming back. The What Did You Buy Wednesday is, do I want to say hosted? Do I want to say started? Um, anyway, by Joe at Big Sky Model. What is it? Big Sky Model Workshop. There you go. I was getting it confused with mine. Joe at Big Sky Model Workshop, and I would like to thank him for starting this because it's been really interesting. And yeah, I went back and because I'd seen them all, or not all, but I'd seen What Did You Buy Wednesday. I went back and I found his original video starting the project, and his reason was to get people to unearth unusual kits, rare kits, things that maybe people hadn't seen before, or give other people ideas of things they might want to build. And I really like that idea, so I'm going to jump on it and I'm going to start doing these. And I am going to put a little bit of my own spin on it. Yeah, I had a whole long thing and my video got too long. But when I started my channel, one of the things I wanted to do was to be an example so that newcomers to the hobby don't get discouraged if they're not making enough progress, or they see some of these phenomenal builds that some of you guys make and they go, well, I'll never be able to do that. And just kind of guide them to, this is a hobby, you do it how you get enjoyment out of it, and kind of not help them, but show that you can have fun and still make mistakes. You can still make beginner mistakes. There's lots of room to grow. I make beginner mistakes. As a builder, you could classify me as a beginner. The best I've done so far in all of my model building through 40 years is, for all intents and purposes, either box stock or a little kit bashed with some custom paint. I've never done wires. I've never done plumbing. I've never done serious kit bashing or cutting or customizing or anything like that. And I think some of the how-to tips and tricks sometimes are geared to not expert builders, but mid-tier builders. I see a lot of things I've got to build up to opening a trunk. I got to get some experience under my belt before I can decide to open a trunk, just regular stuff. So, that said, in my What Did You Buy Wednesday videos, I am going to take it about a half step further and tell, if I can or can remember, because some of them I won't, where I got the kit. I'm not going to get into what I pay for them. I'm just not. But where I got them, whether that be Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, how I searched for them. Maybe here and there search terms, because you can get too specific in search terms and not find what you're looking for. Because I've seen questions in Facebook groups about, is there any place, does anybody know any place besides Hobby Lobby to get model kits? And I'm like, oh my god, yes, there's like this many. And since I see people asking that question, I'm going to help them answer it, and I'm going to help them answer it in my unearthing unusual kits that I like, that strike my fancy, that maybe somebody else might want to build. So, all that being said, let me get into this. And so I've got 3 kits today. They are all big rig, but they're all big rig related. These were purchases from a local Facebook Marketplace seller. And going to give you a little bit of background. I live, for all intents and purposes, for you guys in YouTube land, in Kansas City. Now, if you're vaguely familiar with Kansas City, well, Kansas City, Kansas, or Kansas City, Missouri, Grady? The answer is Kansas City, Missouri, because when people from Kansas City say Kansas City, 99 times out of 100 they mean Kansas City, Missouri. And there's 2 reasons why. Number 1, Kansas City, Kansas is older, but Kansas City, Missouri is much bigger. And the Kansas City Royals, Kansas City Chiefs, the stadiums are in Kansas City, Missouri. So, in my opinion, when somebody says Kansas City, especially out there in YouTube land, Kansas City, Missouri. That said, the metropolitan area is about 1 million people, 1.2 million. Kansas City proper, Missouri, is about 500,000. My little town, Sugar Creek, is 5,000-ish, and is technically a suburb of Independence, Missouri. And these kits I found on Facebook Marketplace out of 1.2 million people in Independence, in the school district that I grew up in, that I still live in. So, literally like 10 minutes from my house was the drive to this guy's house. His name was Dan Jensen. If you ever happen to see this, thank you very much. I appreciate the deals you gave me. And if y'all ever happen to see, he's a Facebook Marketplace seller, flipper, whatever. I don't know if he ships. I don't know if you'll ever come across him or not. But if you do, he gets a good word from me. Gave me some deals, took care of some issues, and there we go. So, local Facebook Marketplace that I found this guy 10 minutes from me out of 1.2 million people. I thought that was pretty interesting. So this kit, this first one is the Italeri Dumper trailer. Triaxle gravel trailer, as far as I can tell. Or, rocks, dry goods, whatever. And this guy, there's the sticker. There's the other sticker. This guy is new in sealed box. And I've seen this several times. I like it. I like unusual stuff like this. So I wanted it. And he had it for, I can't remember if he had it listed for $20 or not. I think so. And I was like, dude, I want it. When can I come get it? And we set up a time, and he missed the time completely and apologized profusely. He said, if you want to try again, I'll give it to you for $10. I'm like, $10? I couldn't get there fast enough. Because, to be perfectly honest, it's $60 kit, especially with shipping, all day long. So $10 down the street, yeah, I could not get there fast enough. I knew that he had another kit that I was kind of, sort of interested in, but I have spent a lot and was going to a local model car show the following week, and I'm like, but this one, so this one is, and I did this video like 3 times already, and yeah, the first one got way too long, and this one's already starting to get long, so I need to hurry it along. And then some alarm company salesman knocked on my door at 9:30 at night and freaked me the F out. And yeah, so, alright. So I got my boxes all mixed up, is what I'm trying to say. Revell of Germany, if you recognize the box. Peterbilt Highway Dragon. Let me see if I can get in close up without glare here. with these stickers, decals. I think when this is built up, it will look pretty incredible because it's got dragons and snakes and all that kind of stuff. And again, really good deal. And this one is not sealed, but it is complete inside. And he put those two together for me, and for a good deal, and I jumped on it. And he said, I've got one more. Actually, he had two more. One of them was a great big bomber airplane, and modern one, and I wish I could remember what it was, but I can't. The third one, and he had 3 vehicle kits listed, as I found out, and I bought them all. He's like, I got one more. Let me go get it. I'll let you take a look at it, see what you think. And I'm going to let you I'm going to get it, let you take a look at it, see what you think. Revell Kenworth Heavy Hauler Triaxle Square Cab. Flat top square cab. Dude, I'm not particularly big on tractor trailers, but I seem to have more and more of them lately. This thing struck my fancy. I had seen it when I was searching Facebook Marketplace, and I had seen it listed at a price that I'm like, that's pretty cool. I'm not paying that. It just wasn't in my budget. And to be perfectly honest, this whole package was not in my budget. Most of the things that I have bought in the last 2-3 months have not been in my responsible budget. Notice the word responsible. So this guy, he brought it out, and I remembered seeing it listed. I'm like, man. It's like, how much you got to have for that thing? And he told me, I've got it listed, this is the price I've got it listed at. And then he gave me a lower price. And I'm like, take my money. But I didn't have any more money, so I had to go back a couple of days later when I got some cash and gave him my money. If you look for this, you'll find one on eBay, $650. I didn't pay $650 for that. Nor would I, because I don't have money like that. I am over the moon to have this kit. I've got a buddy. None of these are for sale. I've got a buddy that gets first crack at this if I decide to sell it. I don't know if he's going to get that lucky. Yeah, that said, I think there's 4. I did some research and I don't remember exactly. There's either 3 or 4 tri-axle tractor trailer kits available, period. And they're very expensive, very hard to come by. There's a 5th that is the Peterbilt tri-axle wrecker. Again, very expensive, very hard to come by. I got one of those somewhere back there too. And a half of one. Mike at Scale Speedworks. It's still sitting here. Still has your name on it, bruh. So, alright. But yeah, I wanted to put these 3 out here. It's all big rig stuff. What did you buy Wednesday? This is what I bought. And I think that's all I've got for this video. And which leads me to the question of the day. Uncle Sweetie's question of the day. And that is, what is the most unexpected kit in your stash? What do you have that trips your trigger and tickles your fancy, but does not fit with the rest of your stash / collection / what you normally build? Mine would be, I've got 2 really. It's actually 3 kits, but it'd be 2 things. And I pulled it up here because I forgot. No, I completely forgot in the last video. Did I mention this is hosted by Joe at Big... Yes, I did. Joe, Big Sky Model Workshop. Thank you, sir. I think this is a great concept, and I'm glad to see so many people have jumped on this. So, my unlikely, unexpected kits in my stash. The two are Gundam kits that I got. I may do a video on them at some point. I got two of them, $5 each at an in-person live physical auction. And it was this part of it was all model kits. It was like 300 kits. Nobody wanted these Gundam kits. And I got each one for $5 a piece, so that I can get my feet wet with them, see what they're about, because I do want a couple of other Gundam kits and have specific projects in mind for them. The other kit that I have that would be very unexpected is a 1/32 kit, because I don't like them. I don't want to build them. I don't want to collect them. They're too small for my eyes. They're too small for my big fat fingers. But someday I can jump into a small scale group build. And this particular kit is by Suyata. And I'm not sure where that is from. I would say Japanese, but I'm just not sure. It could be Russian, Ukrainian. I have no idea. I could look into that. And that kit might get a video one of these days too. And along with a couple others by Suyata. They're 1/32. The series is called Madness of the Streets, and the particular one I have so far is called Luna and Selena. And this little vehicle, I believe, Selena, I don't know which one. One of them is a figure. So I've got a 1/32 figure. These are all anime style stuff. And the vehicle, I know it's a Lamborghini. I believe it's a Hurricane that has an exoskeleton. All set in the future, all futuristic. Not necessarily post-apocalyptic, but futuristic. And I just thought it was a really cool concept and a really cool car. So I got it. I just wish it was 1/24 scale. It'd probably already be built. Alright, this video got away from me too. That's it. Uncle Sweetie's question of the day. What is the most unexpected kit in your collection, in your stash? And that's it. So if you want more of my curated madness, like, subscribe, comment, and remember, mental health is important, so take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time.